made to deliver yet another powerful, inspirational, motivational, high vibrational message to you guys today. In today's message, I'd just like to dive deep into how to let go and bring in what's truly meant for you. I welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here also. I appreciate you. I'm grateful that you're still watching this channel. Yeah. So stay tuned until this entire live. So the purpose of this live today, I just want to share some stuff with you guys today. Let me just slow down that music a little bit. Okay. So just a little check. Are you guys hearing me properly? Type yes in the comments if you can hear me. So I don't know if I need to raise my volume, speak a little louder. Okay, I got it too. So this conversation here, picture me as we are having a face-to-face interaction. You're right here now with me in this moment using this device technology here. So if there's any misunderstanding, if there's any question that needs to be asked that you may need clarity on, I am open to explaining any of it because I'm not just teaching for teaching's sake. I understand what it is that I teach, I live what it is that I teach, and I practice what it is that I preach. So some of the things though that I may do on camera sometimes are not the best. Some of the times I do certain things where I share some messages that I know that can be triggering for some. I know that it can ruffle some feathers. I know, I've been there, I've been in those places, I've been in those positions. And I know it's tough to listen to at times, especially when it comes to peace. Emerald Dream, thank you for being here. Yeah. So I know that when I drop those messages, it can make me look like a little villain. But I just want you guys to know right here, right now on this channel, I just be real. Sometimes that realness kind of heads me a little bit. In other words, the ego kind of steps in sometimes. But I always have to continuously keep checking myself, taking accountability and balancing back myself. So sometimes, though, that's not the case. And I may drop some messages that's not the best. But I want you guys to know this. Every single thing that I speak and everything that I do on this channel, I have to go through the same exact thing too. Like, the universe doesn't favor anyone. That's the law of karma. What you do unto others is what you get back in return. So when I do certain things, or if I do certain things, I'm learning the same exact lessons. Life is giving me the exact same thing that I give. And this is why in these lessons, I learn more and more that I need to be mindful of what it is that I put out there in terms of I may be at a certain level spiritually and I may be able to handle a higher level of truth than some can. And I need to take that a little bit more into consideration. Does that mean that I need to suppress and silence and not speak? No, that does not mean that. It just means that when I relay certain messages at times, I disregard that fact and I just say it because I know it's the truth. So sometimes that can come across as weaponizing the truth. And I'm aware of that. It's a part of me that needs work, especially when it is that you're teaching. This is a new feeling, this timing of my life, embodying and embracing being a teacher. So sometimes it does not come across the best, and I'm learning and I'm growing. Not perfect, but this is not an excuse for it either. But in a nutshell though, every single message that I post is out of pure intentions, good intentions. So the mere fact that I know that it may ruffle your feathers, it's to break you free from the illusion world. So hence, this is why I say the same exact thing that I do onto another, whoever is reviewing this message. If you're watching it now live with me or on the replay, I'm doing it also to myself. And sometimes that I do certain things also so that I can learn a deeper aspect of life. I can learn things on a deeper spectrum aside from just, the surface level. And at times we may need to go through certain triggers. Where these triggers are concerned though, now I'm getting to the part where how to let go. A trigger is never a bad thing. The universe triggers us as a call to get our attention, to pull us back into our awareness state, to pull us back into our conscious state, to pull us more in tune to who we are. Sometimes we get triggered and we tend to allow that trigger to be everything that is in that moment. Now that trigger can't control us. And this is because it may be a past life lived experience that's reoccurring in this present moment, and your energetic tie towards that trigger is like this. So that trigger now can come up, arise within your energetic field, within your body, and as you are emotionally attached to that, you can recreate those feelings in your present moment. So this is why sometimes those parts of you may arise and come up. But it's simply a call from the universe to show you something that you were not looking at or paying attention to before. Sometimes that's the case. This doesn't mean though that you need to live in those feelings. This does not mean that you need to stay there at all. It's just what it is in that moment. It's just the emotions and feelings that you feel. And in that moment, you have a choice. You always have a choice. Whether it be sadness, whether it be anger, whether it be fear, whether it be guilt, shame, any of those lower emotions, you always have a choice to pull yourself back out. Remember me? No, sorry, can't remember. But thank you for being here. Hey, welcome. I appreciate you. Much love. Yeah. So, as I was saying, the emotions, those lower emotions, you always have a choice how long it is that you would like to stay in them. Like it is a conscious choice. I've witnessed this through me being triggered a lot. I've gotten triggered a lot recently. For the past 2 days was been rough for me. I need to learn how to do that. Be in my lower vibrations. Or being in my lower vibrations since Sunday. And that's okay. So I'm sharing this with you too with me. So I've been through a rough time for the past couple days. I've been triggered a lot. like I've really been triggered. And in every single last one of those triggers, all I simply did was either sit on this chair right here, and I'm just like this on this chair. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm not trying to get rid of that trigger. I'm not trying to not think about it. I'm not trying to fight it or force it away in any way, form, or fashion. Hi. Yeah, I'm just here with it. Here and now. And when I sit with these triggers, when I sit with those feelings, those emotions, what I've learned about them is that every single last one of those feelings has nothing to do with what's going on now. That's the truth. It has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on now. But maybe a situation that is reoccurring now can cause that trigger. And then that trigger now, because the present moment experience caused that triggered memory, you know, you can relive that emotionally for a brief moment in time. And as you go through that experience, again, it's just the universe's way of showing you what's still in your energetic field that you need to let go of. That's it. Doesn't mean that you need to stay in it. So going through those triggers and sitting with them and being with them, reading through them, it really and truly kept me grounded, humble, and thankful, even for the shake-up, the turmoil, because I realized that it was only showing me what's in myself that I need to get out, that I need to release. It was only showing me that what I was missing. That's it. Because the truth is, we are not perfect, and we have been down so much roads that we have been hurt. We have been in so much places, so much people that has hurt us, and those stuff has lingered in our field. It has lingered there. And sometimes we may not want to accept it. Sometimes we may not want to believe it. Because many of us think that we have let go of a situation, or we have let go of the past, and yet it's still lingering within you. See, there's a big difference from walking away from a situation and letting go of a situation. There's a completely big difference. See, you can be in the midst of a situation, a challenging situation, whether that's again you are in your lower emotions, and this can be challenging to deal with. Hi, welcome. How are you? How are you feeling today? Thank you for being here. Gratitude and appreciation. If you're here right now, also know that you're meant to be here. Good? And that's good to hear. So as you're good, I'm at the point right now where I'm speaking about emotions and our attachment to them, in terms of where we may have been in negative situations, negative experiences, and we may have attached ourselves to that unknowingly, and we often tend to think that we let it go, because many people would say, I don't hold on to anything, I don't hold on to any hatred, I don't hold on to any malice or any grief, like I don't hold on to anything. Yeah. So it's like within our triggers, if we are emotionally triggered, what can happen here is that we now can relive that if we allow that to control us. If we allow the feelings and the emotions from the past to govern our now. And how do we do that? It's by simply living in our thoughts, living in our minds. And this is where I practice presence. And this is why I practice deep breathing. So, in deeply breathing, either you hold for 4, inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. That neutralizes all energy. That neutralizes all thoughts. That neutralizes the way you feel about your emotions, the way you think towards your emotions. If you're able to muster up some level of stillness within you and use some level of your consciousness, which is experiencing the emotions, you'll be able to sit through any emotion and be able to calm it back down, be able to settle it. And in this, it requires you to stay in your awareness, which would mean you need to stay in tune to your body, have total body awareness. And having total body awareness can help you to know what emotion that you're in also. And as you are now able to identify what is emotion, you can gain control of the emotion by simply allowing the emotion to show you what it needs to show you. Hi, welcome, thank you for being here. So, in this being said, now as you gain control over that emotion, you gain control over that feeling by simply allowing it to flow. You are stepping into the stream of water. You are now detaching yourself from that fire. From if you're angered, if you're holding on to anything, you are now detaching yourself from that. You're moving into the stream of water. As Bruce Lee said, be like the water. Subside force. You're now losing control. And as you allow that stream to pass through, that flow of energy, that flow of emotions to arise within you, you now have more awareness of what it is you are feeling. All by simply listening to your body. All by simply reflecting on you, going within you. This is the importance of it. And it's not an easy thing to do that if you're in a triggered experience, especially if you're unaware that you're triggered. So what I've learned to do is acknowledge my triggers. I've learned to ask myself the tough questions if I'm triggered. I ask myself, why am I triggered? And automatically, I sit in silence and allow the divine to show me why I'm triggered. And within that, this is how I learn lessons in life, allowing life also to teach and show me. This is how I also learn from the divine essence that flows through me. I allow my emotional intelligence to guide me, my intuition. My emotions and my mind and body is connected as one. This is where the intuition comes from. And in that, sometimes it's not the best of feelings. It's not. But each uncomfortable situation, each challenge that I've experienced in it all they have all taught me valuable lessons, which I can now share with you guys. Yeah. So with this being said, when it is you are able to be present, pull yourself back to presence. Example, I'm present right now. I'm just here feeling this chair. I'm present right now. I've just pulled myself out of the mind instantly from just sitting, shifting my focus, shifting my awareness, shifting my consciousness. And I'm just here. Now, what can I hear now around me? I can simply hear that light hum from the AC in the background. I can simply hear and listen to the noises on the outside. And I can also simply focus on the visions that I see in front of me, the imagery. These imagery, whether it be the mirror behind me, the cactus beside me, or whether it be looking at myself, or whether it be yet again just focusing on the breath. All of this can help you to subside the thinking, subside the thoughts, and pull yourself back into the present. You know, all of this can help you to let go. This is the power of presence. This is the power of letting go. So, if you're able to cultivate this presence in challenges, in difficult situations, what comes now is like you are no longer controlled by the way you feel emotionally. You are no longer controlled by what's going on in the external realm. You are no longer controlled by these forces. You have now stepped into observer mode. It's like picture yourself playing a video game, and before you were the one on screen being controlled by whoever had the controller. But in pulling yourself into presence, you now gain control of that controller. So you're no longer controlled by anything else outside. And that comes from you sitting in presence and just being with it. So with that level of consciousness, that level of focus, it takes practice, it takes discipline, and it takes the ability to keep checking yourself, to take accountability. Like, at this stage, you need to take full accountability for every single emotion that you feel. At this stage, you need to be blatantly honest with yourself, and which will require you to have to look at the tough things within yourself, the difficult parts of yourself, which will require you to do that sometimes. But the truth is, in being present, you don't have to do it at all. Like, you never need to look at the past, really. The only time you may need to look at the past is if you need to learn your lesson from the past. Aside from that, that's it. The past is already done. It's done and dusted. It's already gone. It's no longer here. But within our minds, we can think that it is. And those thoughts can just keep going and flowing. And before we know it, all of those thoughts are now in control of us, and we are now governed by our thoughts and our emotions. But we are not our thoughts, we are not even our emotions. We are not that. But sometimes we can stray, and it's okay. No one's perfect. I'm not even perfect myself. But at the end of it all, though, this is the truth that we need to get at. We are the ones accountable for any emotional state or any place that we are in. We are the ones accountable. And I'll say to you why. Peace is always present within us. Peace is always present within us. But we stray from peace when it is we attach ourselves to, that's my girl, this is my camera, this is my phone, this is my mirror, and this is my home. Sometimes we can stray into the my, which is the holding on or the attachment, and this can pull us out of our peace. This can pull us out of our natural state. This is exactly what it has done. This is why a lot of us are constantly just focused everywhere else other than where we are supposed to be. And this isn't even by our doing, but it's actually by the doing of our slave masters or suppressors. Not going too deep into that right now, but it's the structures and the systems that they have built that they have cast to blind us in the first place. And these systems are not here to benefit us. It's here to disturb our peace. But that can only happen if we allow them to, if we allow it to. So I say this to you to give an example here also, right? There are banks out there. We would need to go work, get money, and put our money into the banks. And then our hard-earned money, our work, all the money that we have made goes into that bank. And they now tax or take from you for free, just so that they can now give you the illusion that they're giving something to you, where they are giving you safety to protect your money, therefore causing you to externalize your power to a bank. And the truth is, you are the one who is the energy source that is attracting money by doing what it is you need to do to get money. Whatever it is that may be for you, whether it be you're a footballer, dancer, work in a bank, work in a grocery, it doesn't really matter, cleaner, garbage man, it doesn't really matter, farmer, it doesn't really matter. All of that is your choice. That's what you choose to put your energy into. Free will choice. And you now move into that.